What's up YouTube, ODST General back again, and today guys we're going to be talking about the newest roadmap for flashing lights. Now if you guys pay close enough attention to flashing lights development, you may already know that this last month's update never came out. It was delayed back into this month in October, and we're still waiting for that update to come out. So what exactly is this update? It was some sort of performance or optimization update. I wasn't really clear on it based off the description, and this new roadmap details exactly what it is and what we can expect over the next several months, actually going into next year. So this is a much further out roadmap than what we typically get. So let's go through it. Big changes are afoot in flashing lights. Behind the scenes this year, we've been working on some changes to the foundations of the game. We are excited to roll these out over the coming months. We are moving the game map to a tile-based loading system that will help us address performance issues many players have experienced in the game. So, I mean, obviously, flashing lights compared to certain other first response games is actually a pretty good performing game. But I've experienced it. I'm sure a lot of you guys have experienced it. It has its loading issues here and there, and I know that I've got a pretty good computer. I'm sure there's people out there who have had a lot worse performance issues when it comes to flashing lights. So they're basically going to be focusing on performance for like the next half a year is essentially what this comes down to. So what does this tile-based loading system ultimately mean for the game? Well, obviously better performance, like they said. In addition, it will mean we can add better interiors to important buildings and over time develop a much bigger world for you all to explore. So essentially, instead of loading the entire world in like the game currently does, you'll be loading in smaller sections of the game. And you can see this mini map here, and I'm going to actually try to zoom in on this for you guys, and we're just going to do it through Windows. You can see the mini map here is far more detailed as far as all the stuff on the map. It's completely different. Looks like there's a bunch of water around the city, and there's bridges going out off the city and away, and just a huge cluster of buildings and everything. And then aside from that, the police station itself is much more detailed. You got, you know, all this interior furniture, and you know, it's essentially, it's like a proper police precinct, you know, waiting areas and briefing rooms and stuff, it looks like, and you know, a bunch of work desks and stations and stuff. So a lot of stuff going on in there. That's very exciting. Obviously, the current police stations and actually the fire station, you know, EMS, they've been sitting kind of vacant for a while. You know, they're usable, but there isn't really much to, well, there's nothing really to do in them aside from, you know, turning in assignments and stuff like that here and there. And they've been kind of under construction for a while. So it looks like we're going to be finally getting some interiors, and far better than anything I actually expected to come from this game, just based off the fact that it looked like they were going to flesh out the interiors that we already had. So basically they're saying this month we are excited to share with you the first step on this journey. In this new update releasing by the end of October, you will be able to see the first version of the new map. This is only a small area and does not have traffic, people for you to interact with, and no callouts, but it is just the beginning for the new map and will be available as an option through the main menu. So basically this initial release for October isn't going to be too exciting, unfortunately. You'll be able to check out the new map and look through it, but you're not really going to be able to do anything with it. And it sounds like we won't have traffic or anything for a while to go, even once callouts and stuff start rolling out. Just based off, you know, the screenshots here with this, the mini map and, you know, the streets and everything, it looks a lot better. But it's kind of hard to say for sure. You know, I don't really know what to expect, but thankfully we'll still have like the original game as it currently stands, which is in pretty good shape to play through and do stuff on. And then over the coming months, we will be adding a new and improved dispatch system and new traffic AI before expanding the map and including new neighborhoods for you to patrol. So these are both pretty good. I'm kind of interested in what this new dispatch system might look like. I know that they've said they've gotten feedback from the community asking for this dispatch system and everything, but I don't really know what to expect as far as that goes. Same thing with AI traffic. I mean, the AI traffic leaves some room to be desired, but mostly my biggest issue personally with the AI traffic was the issue of them essentially disappearing before you could pull outs to go after speeders if you're doing, you know, radar checks and stuff like that. Aside from that, the AI traffic was actually always fairly decent for a game like Flashing Lights, so I'm kind of curious to see what they end up actually doing with that or what their plans are. Um, so anyways, then they go on to say, we know that in the long run it will create a much more compelling experience for you all, and blah, blah, blah. So really, here's kind of the meat and potatoes of what we can actually expect for a timeline here. So October, explorable small map first look, your chance to explore the newly optimized map, no callouts or traffic. So this is just like the basic starter portion of the map. The map's going to get expanded out. Then in November, we get the Sirens customization. Siren selection plus manual vehicle siren control. This is probably going to be a big one for a lot of people. I've never really been too big on the like manual sirens and stuff, but I think the siren customization is a nice option. We'll probably maybe, I wouldn't even be surprised to see if we get like some like European style sirens and stuff, because obviously there's like reskins and textures on the, like, I don't want to say the workshop because there isn't a workshop for this yet, but you know, in the like in the places where you can get the mods and skins and stuff, you've got like European style police cars and things. So that'll be a nice addition, I think. I'm actually pretty excited for that. I don't necessarily care much about the manual control of the sirens, but the ability to actually like change out the siren functionally in game without having to like download stuff is going to be nice. And then that brings us to December through March, which is all optimization and expansion of the new systems they've talked about. So small map, single player callouts, and improved dispatch system based on community feedback. So December will have the map actually being playable, so you'll start getting callouts and the dispatch will be added to that. Optimized map release part 2, small map, new player, multiplayer callouts. So you'll get multiplayer in the new map in January, so going into next year, and the dispatch system being transferred over to multiplayer. Then February, optimized map release part 3, overhauled AI traffic will appear on the streets of the new small map. And then March will have optimized map release part 4, fully functional, enhanced, and optimized new map. Now it says small map, so I'm not exactly sure what we can expect from this. I don't know if that means we'll eventually end up seeing a larger map in play here, or if we're just going to get the small map and then maybe they'll see something else. Kind of also hoping they'll overhaul the uniforms a little bit. It looks like the uniforms are still pretty basic. They've got like this camera and stuff set up, so it'd be kind of cool to see like a more advanced booking process and maybe an overhaul to the uniforms while they're at it. Some of the uniforms in the game are pretty good, and some of them need some TLC. But yeah, that is everything for the roadmap. So like I said, it's a shorter video, guys, not a lot more else to talk about. So of course, when this does roll out here, which is supposed to be by the end of October, so probably in a few days, maybe even before I get this video edited and rendered and everything. Hopefully not. Hopefully I should have it up tonight, but yeah, at any rate, guys, we'll be covering anything else when that comes out, wherever that may be. I don't know. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know what your thoughts are on this new update. Are you guys excited for this better optimization? I mean, I would imagine you guys would be, but let me know what you guys would like to see them focus on. All right, guys, thanks for watching the video. As always, take it easy.